What is up, guys? Crisis here. I'm back in the Mists of Pandaria beta, doing something a bit different this time around. Instead of doing PvP like I have been, I'm doing DPS test. I have my arms, my fury build. I don't really know what's going to be better. This is not really actually glyphed very well. I have dusted disappearance. I should probably fix that. As far as healing effects on you are oh, that's kind of cool. Cleave hits increase the damage. See, I'm not going to use cleave. Really, none of these are even that much help, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, what I'm going to do is just real quick, probably a 2.5 to 3 minute test of both arms and fury, using the raid gear I have from live, which isn't fantastic, but I mean it's 387 item level. I have the 403 Girthlac, yada yada, all that fun stuff. I haven't raided in a very long time because I find it kind of boring at this point. But that being said, I do want to see how much DPS I can pull now. Battle Stance is better for DPS now for both specs because it generates high rage from normal attacks, whereas Berserker Stance only generates some rage from normal attacks and some rage from damage taken. That being said, I don't know how much is some rage from damage taken. I don't know if in a boss fight where you're also taking damage, that would outweigh Battle Stance. So I'm just going to do these tests in Battle Stance for both Arms and Fury. Because, yeah, I really don't know if the rage you generate from taking damage is going to be high enough. So we're just going to give this a go here and see what happens. I'm trying to figure out why I have whatever, though. Slam hits like a truck, as you just saw. It's 54k. I don't know why I have this on my Action Burst twice. So pretty much, the rotation here seems to be Mortal Strike, gives you 10 rage, it also generates an overpower charge. I should probably get behind this guy so I don't get parried. So then you use Overpower. Overpower can proc other overpowers. Does it sometimes, not all the time. Just did it there. You can proc like 4 of them or something. I think that's the most I've gotten is 4. Maybe if you had really, really good luck, you'd get more. I don't know. I can say though, I'll put on Battle Shout. I can say that Arms DPS does seem quite high, but compared to what it is on live, but well, no, I guess it's pretty much about the same as what it is on live. I don't know. I seem to you generate a lot of rage now. Like I'm pretty much rage capped hard, which I mean isn't a bad thing by any means. It's just a bit different. But I mean, you can see the damage is really, really good. As far as talents, the only talent I have that's really helpful is Dragon Roar, which I'm going to use here in a second just so you can see how much damage it does. Because it's a little bit nuts, to be perfectly honest. It's an automatic crit that hits for about 50k on everything around you. So, I mean, as you can tell, that's going to be quite useful. It also stuns, so that'll be great in PvP and AoE fights. It doesn't hit everything around you, it only hits... Yeah, it hits everything. Okay. I wasn't sure. So, we're at 2 minutes now on this test. Had a little timer going over here. But, I mean, DPS pretty much, it's nothing crazy. The rotation's basically the same. I mean, you hit Mortal Strike, then you hit Overpower a whole bunch. Every Overpower after the first goes up in damage by I think 10%. If you proc more than one right here. Oh, actually, hold on. I have no idea. I don't know how that thing works. I read on the MMO champion that something about slam increasing the overpower increasing the damage of slam. That doesn't seem to happen. At least it doesn't give you a buff that it's happening, so I have no idea if it actually happens. Then you have that. I mean that, but like I don't know. I have no idea. It doesn't seem to work. That's for damn sure. Anyways, this has been 3 minutes, so I'm just gonna rage dump and cut this here. Okay. And I'll see what I was at for DPS once this stops counting. Okay. So right there, that was 20,000 plus 652, so 21,000 overall, because the tentacle of the old ones did 652 DPS. So that would be 21,000 overall DPS, which I think is roughly what I do on live as arms at the moment, question mark? I don't really remember. But, yeah, seems like it. I really wish I didn't put these stupid things on my action bars. I already have all these skills on my action bars, thank you. You can see in this spec I got Blade Storm, just because I wanted to see how much DPS it did with 2 weapons. I also have this Cudgel of the War Master, but I don't have it enchanted because I'm lazy as hell, so I'm just going to use Pitlord's Destroyer, because the enchant might make it better. I actually don't know if that might not actually be true. Real quick, Blade Stone with 2 weapons does somewhat decent damage. I mean, it's nothing fantastic, but it is decent, so that's worth noting anyways. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do this as Fury right now. Oops. Fury, again, talents are the same except I grabbed Blade Storm over this. These talents don't really matter. None of them increase damage. Glyphs, I just have Raging Blow, which increases Whirlwind, which I'm not going to be using because this is going to be a single target type thing. So pretty much just the same as Colossus Smashes. The Colossus Smash thing. So we're going to go ahead and see what we can do here. Oh, as I... Fucking hell. I did not mean to actually use Whirlwind there. Anyways, that's fail when you click completely the wrong skill. How do I hit tab? Like, I accidentally hit tab. That's impressive. As far as the rotation, it's basically the same, from what I can see. It's pretty much identical to what it is on live. I don't think you're going to use Berserker Stance anymore, because the rage you generate from white attacks in Battle Stance is really, really good compared to what you generate in Berserker Stance. So as I said before, you'd have to generate a lot of rage from getting hit for it to be worthwhile. If you generate a lot of rage, I should probably buff my... God damn. That's one way to completely fail at damage test, is just don't buff yourself. I don't know if you're gonna really use Heroic Strike or if you're just gonna mash Wild Strike. From what I can see, Wild Strike does a lot more damage, but where Mortal Strike's not on global cooldown, you can just use both of them anyways, so... I don't know if... I feel like you just use both of them, like I did right there. So, I'm not positive on that. Obviously, I'd have to, test a whole bunch, and I don't know if I'll do that, because I'm kinda lazy. But, yeah. The damage as Fury really does seem lower, though. I mean, significantly lower. My arms test is, what, 3 minutes, so... I mean, I'm gonna give it 3 minutes and try to see, but... I also should probably be standing behind this guy, though I haven't even noticed any parries. Did they remove parries? That's a stupid question, but I actually don't know the answer to that. Because I really haven't... I don't know, my expertise is just high enough to not get parried. I feel like that's not the case on live, but okay. Maybe it is. But yeah, I mean, the only difference really is from Fury to Arms, is Arms gets the Colossus Smash procs that Fury doesn't get, and that could be a big difference because of how powerful Colossus Smash is. But at the same time, Fury has... I don't know. I like Fury. I've always liked Fury more than I like Arms. I feel like you do more as Fury than you do with Arms, although, I mean, let's be honest, I'm pressing 4 buttons in both specs, so it's not like it's that much more. But, I don't know. Just trying to see what does the most damage, and they both seem pretty much equal, to be honest. So, I'm going to cut this here in a second, because we're at 3 minutes right now. So, alright, let's see. Let's see what damage was on that attempt, on that fight right there. 19,000 with 1,700 from Girthlax, so that's what, 21,600. So 21,600 versus the 21,000 from Arms. So pretty much they're identical. I mean, against the target dummy right there with my gear. They're pretty much the same, which is kind of surprising in a way. I mean, actually, I don't know. I guess not. Right now, it seems like on live, Fury is a lot better single target than Arms is, but I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe I just feel like that. I could be completely wrong. Actually, I don't know. I don't play Arms. I don't raid. As I said, I don't really raid anymore. I find it kind of boring at this point. So that was just to see the DPS. So there you have it. You have the 19,000, well 20,000 really, because that would just round up to Fury and like the 20,000 from Arms. So it's pretty much the same. The only difference is, as Arms, where was that? Right here. Arms did way more. It did like 1,000 more DPS, and the tentacle did less. So it's Fury, the tentacle. My tentacle did almost 3 times as much DPS, so that definitely brought up my number too. But I don't know. I just wanted to see the differences in damage. So yeah, there you have it. If there's any classes you want to see, I'm probably gonna do more of these DPS videos for different classes. So if there's anything in particular you guys want to see, let me know. I'm probably gonna do Mage at some point. Actually, I don't even know. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but if you have any classes you want to see DPS numbers for, let me know. I'm going to try to get a Ret Paladin PvP video out, but I've had some issues with that because Judgment is super broken and has like a 20-something day cooldown. So you can only judge once a month, which is bad because Judgment's like one of their core skills. So only being able to use it once a month is kind of bad for DPS and for PvP. But I'm going to try to get that video up as soon as they decide to work. But in the meantime, I'll just be doing these DPS videos unless someone has any other requests. So, yeah, with that, I'm out. Peace, guys.